Watch me sway, darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep.
All right, South Carolina 8-point down, man. This thing is fantastic for my third of the year. So yesterday I came down, I wanted to check the cameras. I was bringing E-Money down, Ethan, my grandson, down to hunt. We got some spots up the road. But what I did is when I come down to pull those cameras and those cards, I'm scouting the night before. So sometimes I make a trip down here just to see what's in the fields. So I drove around and I seen a couple does up in the field up there, does around, just driving all around. Now this field here, I took a really nice buck in before. And I mean, he's about this size, if not a little bit bigger. No, a little bit smaller. This one may be bigger, I'm not sure. But I took a nice buck down here a couple years ago, and then this field dried up. It just didn't produce anymore. But I just keep coming back by, looking and watching and checking it out. So last night I drove by, and it was right before dark, and I seen 5 deer in here. I didn't know what they were, but that's the biggest group that I could find. So a lot of times what I do is I drive around to these fields. There's a mom and a doe. There's two does and a mom. Then you drive over here and there's a single and a mother. I'll go to those, but I really like concentrations of does. If I can get 5, 7 does together, I got a chance of something like this being with them. So what I did is I slid in here today, took Ethan this morning. We seen 2 bucks. It's just, he isn't good on the far shots yet, just yet. I'm gonna get him there, but even me with this tripod setup, I got a tripod setup, and I think it's a Cyclops that holds the rifle. It is a little bit hard to hold right on those deer. So Ethan didn't take the shot this morning, which I was proud of him. It was one of the 8-point. So what I did is I don't want to mess with Ethan and Hunter's spots. I come down here to a totally different spot, and where I seen the 5, I pop in here late. Went home, took a nap, I pop in here late. I'm talking 4 o'clock, I think I pulled in, 4:05. I slide up, park in my spot, and I come in, cross the creek, and I want to get down there. There's an old blowdown. I took my other buck farther down, but I wanted to move up this way, and there's a blowdown, an old blowdown over there that I wanted to sit by. But the problem was when I come out in this field on this edge, I seen 3 deer down here. They were feeding. So I looped the whole way out, way down to the end of the field, and I looped around so that I'm just inside of the field, and I'm watching. And I look up here with my binoculars, and I see a buck up here, a nice 8, one that I wouldn't shoot, but it was one that I wanted to get video of. So what I did is I stayed there and I glassed the next one, and the next one was a nice buck. There was another nice buck in here, and they went up in this thicker stuff, and there was 1 deer still here feeding back in here, but I could tell it was feeding, and when it would feed I would move, and I'd walk and I'd walk and I'd walk. So I slid out there, and we'll do some video where I walked. I took some video, and I wanted to get right by that tree, and we'll turn the camera around here in a minute and I'll zoom out to that tree. Now when I got to that tree, I ranged this to the back of this field. It was 300 yards, long shot, but he was about probably 50 yards out into this. They kept coming out. I was going to wait for him, but man, he stood there perfectly broadside eating out in this field, and man, I just kept seeing that rack, and he was perfect, and I was testing how steady I could be on that tripod. We have a 6.5 Creedmoor we bought specifically for these long shots, and I had to send it back. There was a little bit of problem with it, so I sent it back. Got the 308 down there. I felt really confident holding on there. And if you look, I don't know if you could see that one. I'll do a close-up on there. It's almost like a blade right there. And this buck was just there looking, and he'd look up with that nice rack. And I just kept contemplating, and I always one of the feelings I have whenever I'm on these bucks right now is I wish my son was here, right? He's working tonight, and I want him to get a really nice one, but I know that he will. He'll put the time in, and I'm always thinking, do I let it go? I mean, there's still grass in his mouth from eating right here. And it's just, I mean, it was a perfect shot. It was good video. I always like to bring you good video with that ATN X-Sight 4K Pro. I'm on him really nice. And I just finally decided to take a shot. The good thing is he come running out here, running right away from, right in the video, and he goes down in the video camera. Right there, great shot. It's just been a perfect year here. I got the rest of the week. I got, I think, Thursday, Friday off also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna get my other 2 tags. Hunter has his tags. He's off Thursday and Friday also. And I'm gonna try and get him on another one. And I'm gonna be selective now. I may take a doe with the bow now. We wanna start shooting with the bow a little bit more. But man, we got another great South Carolina buck down here. I'm so thankful. I mean, I'd give it up for my son in a second, but I'm here. He had to work tonight, so we'll get him on one. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and watching. Plenty more to come here, South Carolina. Another buck down.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river.